On this Searching for History, we are presenting for a second time Tuzigoot National Monument, an ancient pueblo in central Arizona. The ruin of the pueblo is located in the Verde Valley. Built around 1,000 years ago, the pueblo was occupied for about 300 to 400 years and then abandoned. So I think that's the ancient pueblo right up there. How do you pronounce that? Tuzigoot?
Tuzigoot? I don't know.
It's not open for 9 minutes. Apparently we got here 6 minutes early. $10 per person.
Trying to get a shady spot.
Okay.
Not like it's gonna stay shady, but...
From rubble to reconstruction, so it's been reconstructed. The oldest room's built over 900 years ago. I see. It disappeared strewn with rubble.
Yeah, so nobody found anything about it. The name Tuzigoot was chosen by the workers who rebuilt it from the Western Apache word Tuzigoot. The Yavapai called it, I'm never going to pronounce that. Both mean crooked water, referring to the prominent bend here in the Verde River.
The name Tuzigoot was chosen by the workers that reconstructed the ruin, and it means crooked lake or crooked water, and comes from the Tonto Apache name for Peck's Lake, which is a nearby natural cut-off river meander. When first discovered in the early 1930s, the hill appeared strewn with rubble, with the pueblo laying hidden. In 1934 to 1936, the ruins were consolidated, reconstructed, and prepared for public display. I can see why they would build their pueblo here.
Yeah, you can really seek out.
You know, defensive position. Then you have water down below in the valley. The earliest people to arrive in this valley are dated to as early as 13,000 years ago. 1,500 years ago, people settled more permanently.
Wow, 110 rooms.
From a few rooms on the hilltop, the pueblo grew to 110 rooms. The pueblo is an unplanned conglomeration of occupation rooms that were built over time. Evidence indicates that rooms were built on and over earlier rooms, rebuilding and reutilization of the same spaces makes it impossible to identify stages of growth. The Pueblo was built of irregular blocks of soft limestone and limey sandstone. The interiors of the rooms were plastered with a red sandy clay. With few exceptions, almost every room had a fireplace. Most rooms appear to have been used for both living and storage.
They almost all had a hearth fire in them. So they were almost all lived in and had storage in them.
I see. I just have to wonder how accurate is this reconstruction for, like, are these rooms really where each room was?
I mean, I think if they're basing it on where they're finding hearth fires, maybe.
Yeah, and there should have, at least the base of all these walls were probably still intact. It's almost like being in a castle. So there's Jerome way over there.
Wow. Freaking out. It almost is like being in a castle. I mean, this is an amazing site. I guess that, like, they found their refuse pile on this side, but there was the floodplain is on that side too.
And there's a river coming down this way.
Yeah.
You're saying down this slope is where they threw the refuse?
Right.
So there's probably were a lot of artifacts down there.
But it seems like they were doing that in part because it wasn't just that the river came through there. It flooded all the way around or up here.
So I wonder if they grew maize around
They
here.
did. They grew
Did they?
maize, beans, and they were domesticating agave. So there's different forms of hybridized agave all around here.
Yeah, so probably the flats around here where they grew maize. You know what I mean? All of this area.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of beans. were using this red argillite instead of like an ochre like the Europeans used. But it was a red pigment. So they had a blue, a green, and a red.
Apparently what you're seeing out there was a strip mine that was then filled back in around 2006. So it looks like everything, all the flat down there has been restored. Now we are inside the Tuzigoot Monument Museum. The museum was built in 1936. What you see here are the artifacts recovered during excavation of the Pueblo site. The site was first excavated between 1933 and 1934. During the excavation, many artifacts were recovered, and the museum holds a collection of over 3,000 objects. A large number of these objects were pottery. Most of the pottery used at Tuzigoot was not decorated, however, decorated pottery was found. Many stone projectile points were recovered. Animal and human figurines were also recovered. Other artifacts included spindle whorls, worked potsherds, various objects and tools made of bone, and stone tools were recovered. Both manos and metates were found. A mano, a stone that is held by hand to move back and forth against a metate, a larger stone to grind maize. Additionally, jewelry and other types of artifacts were found.